Hello everyone and welcome back to Haydad RC. Today we're going to take a look at a new to me RC car. This is not a new on the market RC, and we are looking of course at the Element Enduro Gatekeeper buggy, 1/10 scale, 4-wheel drive rock crawling buggy. This is actually the second take that I'm doing of this unboxing video. Obviously it's already out of the box. Watching back a little bit on the first recording, I think it came off a little bit negative due to my experience with the Element Enduro Ecto, and I don't want to come off too negative. The truck itself was a very nice truck, but for the money that I paid for that, which was over $400, I thought that Associated should have taken better care of this customer after just the second run when I smoked the ESC, because I splashed some water on it. I didn't submerge the truck, I splashed some water on it, and they said because it was over 30 days they weren't going to do anything for me, and I emphasized I'd only run it a second time. After that, I said I am probably never going to support another Element RC or Associated for that matter, but as we can see, here we are. And the reason I picked this up, I had $300 to spend on a rig, and this time of the year, late winter, I keep thinking about spring. We have nicer days here and there mingled in with winter, but I think about spring, I think about summer. That's typically when I like to get out in the gully, go to other places off my property and run the larger crawlers. And after picking up the TRX4 Blazer last weekend and giving it a run out in the gully, I thought, why not grab another crawler? I was very tempted to order another Tamiya kit to build, but I've got a couple of those. I hope to start one this weekend, but I thought I got two that I need to build, so I'm going to get a ready-to-run rig. And I thought, what kind of crawler can I get for 300 bucks? And I looked around for quite a while, actually, until I settled on this. I had thought that when this came out, I thought it was more than $300. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not sure, but I saw this for $299, and the more I looked at it, I thought, yeah, why not? They had just recently come out with a different Sendero, the gray one, which had far less features than the original Sendero, hence the lower price point, and I was very tempted to get that. But looking at this, I thought, I have never had a rock crawler before that is in a buggy form, so why not give this a shot? So before we take a quick look at the car, I'll show you what you get. You get the owner's manual. It's a really nice manual. All kinds of part numbers, exploded views and such. Never had an issue with the manuals. It's good stuff. A little bit of Associated pamphletry to look through, and a pretty nice decal sheet. I don't believe these are cut. I think you have to cut them out yourself, but a ton of nice decals that you can throw on the rig, throw on your RC pit box, throw them on your own one-to-one car, who knows, but they're nice. I don't know if I'll actually add any to this rig because it looks pretty nice to me. You also get the owner's manual to the Associated Electrics XP130. This is the radio used for this car, which is the same that was used or is used in the Ecto, so I am a little bit familiar with it. All kinds of adjustability on here, as we can see, and I didn't have any problems with the Ecto radio system. It worked just fine. It feels a little bit kind of cheap to me. The on-off switch especially feels a little cheap to me. But that's just me. It worked just fine in the Ecto. And then you get another bag with various parts. This car does come with, you can adjust the gear or the drive ratio of this car just like you can with the Ecto. I never did when I had the Ecto. I probably won't with this. I don't know, maybe. Probably not. But you also get a larger battery tray in here to fit standard size LiPos, which is cool that they give you that. But there's really not a great option to get that, especially in this one. I put the larger battery box in the Ecto, and while I could get the battery or the body over it, it was a really tight fit, and the front of the Ecto kind of bulged out a bit because of it. So we'll get to that in a minute. I'm trying to keep this quick because this isn't a new RC, and there's probably about 3,036 better unboxing videos than this one. But the body looks really nice. It's sharp. Detailed cockpit. You know, you've got driver and his co-pilot in there, and some nicely decaled interior, as you can see here as well. On the back, you've got a nice looking fuel cell. There is nothing in that, which I kind of thought to myself, you've got a nice little box here. Why doesn't the box hold at least the receiver? But that's just me. And some a nice touch here in the back with the radiators as well. This is a hinge body system, which is nice because these panels all can come off by taking all of these screws out. Not something that I really want to do. So there's 2 body clips in the back. I've already taken them out. And then it just hinges up just like this. Obviously, oil-filled shocks. You do have threaded collars for the adjustability. Always nice when that's included. 4-link suspension. General grabber tires. They feel pretty good. There's foam in there. Hopefully with some use, they'll maybe soften up a little bit more. Although, from what I'm seeing here, taking a quick peek, they are not glued. But isn't a huge deal to me because on the TRX4 that I ran down in the gully, again, that was a used vehicle, but the glue bead wasn't solid all the way around, so I got water on those in those foams, and I'm still working to get them out. So this isn't too bad of a deal. You know, I can just pull the tires off if I get the foam soaked and wring them out and let them dry that way, which is actually a lot nicer. In here is a Reedy Crawler 550 motor. I believe it is a 14 turn. Could be 16, but I thought I read 14 somewhere. From what I've seen on other videos, people think that this vehicle is a little bit undersped. I mean, to me, it's a crawler. I don't really need to go fast, although this probably would look really cool as like a rock buggy. But again, I'm going to be crawling, so I don't need fantastic speeds. It's got the stealth transmission. It's a pretty nice transmission. It is smooth. The electronics on here are the same as they were in the Ecto. And again, being a crawler, I just, you know, maybe one of you guys can explain it to me, but being a crawler, people like to get their crawlers wet. And why would you not encase all of your electronics in a watertight compartment? I don't know. But it's basically in the same location that it was in the Ecto. And again, I didn't submerge the Ecto. I splashed through a very shallow creek, got water in here, and fried it. So, Jeremy, with this, keep it away from the water. I probably won't, but I really should. There is an extra plug here, and I thought I read that this could best be used for a winch. Something I keep thinking that I need to get for one of my crawlers and still have yet to do. Maybe I'll end up doing it with this one. I don't know. You've got the servo mounted up top here on top of the axle. Here's your battery compartment. And this, the one that's in here, like I'd stated before, is for shorty packs. I have a couple of, they're not specified shorty, but they are smaller than a regulation size LiPo 3S batteries. And they probably will not fit in here. So having the bigger battery box is a nice option that they give you. But you can't put it here because you're never going to close the body. And I thought I saw in another video or read somewhere, I'm going to have to go back and look again, that there is a way to locate the battery box back here. I thought I read that somewhere. So that's probably, as long as you can do it, that's probably something I will do. Although, ideally, you don't want to put more weight in the back on a crawler. But out of necessity, I might have to do that unless I can pick up a nice shorty pack, which I may have to do. I may try and cram my 3S in there. But Dean's plug, which is just fine with me because that's what I run. I'm a dinosaur. I've never had a problem with Dean's plug, so that's what I keep using. 4-link suspension. I mean, everything feels good. Your drive shafts here, metal on the inside, and your sliders on the ends are plastic, but everything seems pretty beefy. It seems like a nice truck, and it does. It looks really sharp. And going into this, I have slightly less expectation than I did for the Ecto because this was over $100 less. But it caught my attention. I wanted another crawler. It's funny, I don't know if you guys are at all like me, but when you get a specified amount of money that you can spend on an RC, sometimes I'll spend a good week or two combing the websites, combing eBay, trying to decide which kind of RC I want. I almost grabbed a brushless Mad Van, but I didn't. I saw this and I kept going back to it, and I'm kind of getting into outdoor crawler mode, so I'm like, we're going to try this. Hopefully this weekend I can get it out for a run, but that's going to do it for my crappy unboxing first look at the Element Enduro Gatekeeper buggy. Guys, as always, thanks for taking some time out of your day to check out my content. That always means a great deal to me. And until next time, stay safe. We'll see you around.